Thank you for joining the Syndicate Network and your host, Skywalker the Jedi. Skywalker the Jedi.
This shit probably has been in the works, bro, for quite some time, man. This shit probably has been in the works, bro, for quite some time, man. Because if Toby and him was that tight...
You know what's crazy, Sky, is when we talked about this before, I completely misread that. Because you remember my reaction, right? My reaction was like, I thought we knew this. I was reading this as Saffron for some strange reason. It was Emery.
No, yeah, bro, it was Toby.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
it changes
bro.
Everything.
Yeah, no, you definitely had like a very muted reaction.
Well, I think you've seen some things out there, right? And we're excited about the film. Of course, you know, we were saddened by the events that caused Zack Snyder and Deborah Snyder to have to leave and turn the reins over to Joss Whedon, but he was already working with us on some of the scenes for the additional photography that we're going to be doing shortly, and it was fortunate that, you know, Zack convinced him and he agreed to step in and finish the movie, help Zack finish his vision, and we're excited about that.
He said that we wouldn't be back except for the Dark Knight Return. But I don't know, if Netflix finally has it and you could hypothetically continue, would you be open to it?
If Netflix had owned the rights to the DC characters in my extended universe, of course I would absolutely whatever. Yeah. No question.
You'd be very happy.
Yeah.
I would be very happy.
the Zack Snyder fans are weirdos.
Do you think James Gunn reboot the universe properly?
This answer your question. Oh my God.
James Gunn. Okay,
Walton, James Gunn's not more successful than Zack Snyder at the box office. Zack Snyder, look at Batman v Superman and how well 300 did and all that stuff. Boy, I gotta tell you, James Gunn's fans, you guys are like, you're more aggressive. Let's just say more aggressive than even Snyder fans, and that's saying something. Woo! And you got a lot of free time, I must say.
Woo! Hold on. Yo, what's going on, y'all? It is your boy Skywalker back at y'all with another one. Man, y'all could be anywhere else in the world right now, but you're here with me rocking out, and I appreciate that. Much love all y'all for rocking out. Shout out to everybody that's catching this on the live chat and it's going to be on the replay crew. Appreciate y'all. Much love. We are about to get to the nitty gritty. You know what I mean? And I don't care. They can keep trying to mess with these streams because of that video. They be trying to mess with that because of BVS footage, y'all. And I told her, I was like, yo, the homie cooked. I'm playing that shit. So either I'm going to keep having to edit it out afterwards or they going to leave it alone. But one of the two is going to happen. They either going to leave it alone or I'm going to just have to keep editing it out afterwards. Because one of the two is going to happen. Because I ain't stopping. You know what I mean? Shout out to the good Austin, man. The man who put that together. Wait till y'all see the full version, bro. Wait till y'all see what happened when the tape go in. They don't know about what's going to happen when the tape go in. We got Douglas Murphy in the building, right? And yeah, y'all make sure to hype the video, right? That does come up after the stream goes out, some hours afterwards. Y'all make sure to smash that hype button because that is important too for everybody that's on replay crew. You dig? Yeah, shout out to Douglas Murphy and shout out to Sin Havoc 5150. We got Vegeta in the building. We got Michael in the building. Hey, much love, Michael. We got thoughts and prayers and all our energy with you, bro. Hope you feel better. I know everything ain't been easy, but hey, man, we all rocking out with you, bro, and we all pulling with you for sure. Hope you feel better and all that good stuff, man, right? And I'm glad that, catching the live stream make you feel a little better. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully we keep y'all entertained and just get y'all mind off stuff for a little bit. For sure. We got SPR Dave in the house. Who else is in here? Qatar's in the building. Much love, Qatar. Much love, Nessa Noel. Thank you for pulling up. We appreciate you being here as well. Much love and wishes with you and your family as well. Most certainly. We got Mama Bear Doll in the building. Thank you for being here, Mama Bear. We appreciate your presence in the building as well. Right? I keep telling y'all, yo, ZSSM is where all the pretty girls are. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna just leave it at that. We got Bass Reeves in the building. What's going on, Bass Reeves? Right? Who else is in here? SPR Dave. Man, y'all are killing in the chat. Going back and forth. All right. We got Cody J. Braun. Cody J. Braun. Right. Yep. He said, yeah. Hey, nah. Hey, look. Don't even trip, Frank C. Because I was gonna cook on that anyway. Because I was gonna have a question for y'all, right? Because I know I said that what's going on, Josh Herrera, much love. Shout out to the boy Wonder, aka the Joker in the Syndicate. You know what I'm saying? Much love, right? Much love, bro. And that's for sure. That's the Joker of the Syndicate. You know what I mean? That boy ready. Y'all don't even know. He said, "Hi, the chosen one." What's going on, bro? I am. Nah, let me stop. But I got a question for y'all, because y'all know that I said that I was done with the big business streams, right? Y'all know. Michael Capo said, "I'm here for the James Bum slander." Hey, nah, it's all good. We gonna get to that in 1 second, right? Because that's all we're gonna, or that's mostly what I wanted to talk about, right? But here's the question that I have for you guys. What up, Elena Deli? Much love. I know I said I was done with the big business streams, right? But because I love that, we got to that 7 number. I feel like that was the completion. That was the finale. Y'all saw the thumbnail. But I didn't got a whole lot of more news, right? And we got 2 choices. I can either throw it in here and talk about something else tomorrow, or tomorrow I can do another video called The Biggest Business. The biggest, the richest. Yo, we could do the biggest business, right? I mean, I could do that and make it a whole stream. I could. But y'all let me know. Because I just wanted to cook James Gunn. You know what I mean? And then move on. But I got a lot of info that I could give you guys. I got a lot of info. So I could throw some of it in here at the end, or I can do the biggest business. Right? the biggest. I want the whole Angela. The biggest, yo. It's crazy how much information I came up on since yesterday. And I was just like, whoa. What? And I was like, I know I said I'm, so it's either some delayed gratification or we're going to do it all tonight. Y'all let me know. Matter of fact, I'm going to start a poll. That's what I'm going to do. You know what? I'm going to start a poll in the chat. That's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to do. Because, like, there's no way. Right? I'm going to just have y'all vote. You know what I mean? And we just going to see. We just going to see. Nah, because this is a lot of stuff that dropped. I was like, whoa, what? Yeah, let's get this going, all right? Here we go. All right, y'all go ahead and vote in the chat, right? And I'm gonna move on for a little bit, and I'm gonna check back a little later. Cause the final boss of big business needs to happen. Yo, it's crazy. It's crazy. I'm like, bro, it's a whole lot of cap going on. It's a whole lot of cap going on. Because, Frank, what you sent me, I was already on that. That's what's crazy. Because that's an updated one from that. Like, I was already on that. He had a whole thing earlier. But anyway, right, let's get to this, man, because this is what we're here for. All right, this is what we're here for. Let me, matter of fact, let me pull this up. Let me find this, because this was magnificent. This was magnificent, right? Find this. Where did it go? Because we are in an information war right now. But I know one thing. I saw this. Okay. I did see this. This was great. This was great. All right. So I don't know if y'all know about this or not, but Jay Oliva, DC artist, yeah, he's the man. What hasn't Jay Oliva done, right? I mean, he hasn't. I don't think he got to direct a live action movie yet, but he pretty much did everything else over at DC. He didn't directed all kind of animated stuff, then worked on films, been part of action, choreographing action scenes and all that stuff, right? Comic, like, there's just Jay Oliva is one of them guys over at DC right now. And he just kind of came out and slammed Superman, which actually gives me a great opportunity because y'all know that I love getting to break this movie down and talk about how dumb it was. But, somebody took to X, some guy, or I don't know, somebody, Man Devil, right? Saying David Corn Sweat Superman defeated Ultraman, the Engineer, Lex Luthor's Raptors. Oh, I guess it was supposed to be an and there. His incredible fighting skills shows that he's more experienced with environmental combat, wrestling, super speed striking, tactical brawling, etc. So he can definitely beat Henry Cavill with ease. Okay. And Jay Oliva, the DC, right, connoisseur extraordinaire, the DC. I mean, what? Like I said, what hasn't he done over there? Right? He was working on the Batman v Deathstroke film. Exactly. He said, to be honest, he's so experienced. Why didn't he bring Metamorpho with him in the end fight? Metamorpho could have easily negated both Ultraman and the Engineer single-handedly. It was like, and then we got Nessa saying, well, hey, it's a wrap for that one. Yo, how that feel, man? How that gotta feel? He said, you know why? They'll have a terrible writing and director. Shout out to Austin, man. Nah, but that ain't hilarious to y'all. Who would win which Superman would win in a fight? Henry Cavill's or bro? Cavill is washing David, man. That's not even a question, dog. He was getting beat up the whole movie. Yo, this is why this shit is getting rebooted, y'all, because of dumb shit like this. You got people that worked on DC stuff they having to come out there and clear up this nonsense y'all over here talking about. He's more experienced with environmental combat. He getting washed the whole movie. He got beat up by Lex Luthor, dog, with lag. Wait. Hey, Lex Luthor was fighting him from cross town, right? On a server with lag and was able to counteract his super speed. And he was thinking so fast with the lag, mind you. Anybody that didn't play multiplayer games, y'all know it's a little bit of lag. Y'all know it's a little bit of lag, right? Like, it's not, as soon as you press the button, your character move. No. There is lag. So with lag, he was able with lag, he said he had stick driven still and was getting 1A. He said Lex Luthor was using T-Mobile. I'm done, man. Look, and then they tried to make it seem like he just lost a fight for the first time at the beginning of the movie. And then he proceeds to get his ass whooped for the rest of the feature film. Necessary, bro. Cavill Superman took on three Kryptonians on his first day. And that goofy was supposed to be Superman. Supposed to be Superman for 3 years. And then he loses a fight for the first time and proceeds to get his ass whooped for the rest of the movie. There's and it's 3 minutes since he lost his first fight. Okay, then why is he getting pwned the rest of the movie? He was getting teabagged. It was crazy. Homie was getting beat up by Lex Luthor, bro. He said that was the dumbest way for Lex Luthor to control Superman 2. I said it. I was like, yo, he would have been better off being in a suit that was a VR thing or being in a room, right? And he was acting it out. It would have made more sense doing that. But he's calling out commands to people that have to hear what he's saying and then interpret it with the lag. Come on. He said James Gunn lied to everyone within the first few seconds of the film. Right? He said, and then he got kicked in the balls too. Yeah, it was X69 something. What are you doing, dude? He said, didn't Gunn come out and say he was a weak ass Superman? So why are they trying to change that? And he was like, yeah, this guy, he bleeds. That's why we wanted to show that at the beginning of the trailer, because it's almost a synonym for America. It's what? What are you talking about, bro? and then at the end of the movie, he talking about his feelings is hurt. Is that what Americans wanted, bro? To talk about how our feelings are hurt? Is that what's going on? Yo, this movie was weak as fuck. Yo, man. Oh my God. He said the monkeys hurt his feelings. I guess so, right? I guess so. Mama Bear said, not just 3 Kryptonians, 3 Kryptonian equivalent of for facts. Those was trained from birth to do nothing but be violent. Yo, Feora was whooping Superman and giving him a lesson on evolution. It was crazy. He said it would have made more sense for him to use the PS2 controller. He said, not James Gunn saying superheroes are the dumbest characters ever, then proceeds to make a dumb superhero plot. Why are we surprised? It was like X6. No, it wasn't really X69, but it was X something. It was something X, bro. I promise you. I promise you. Somebody looked that up. I promise you. It was something X. And I was like, are you serious, bro? but I don't think it would. Let me clarify that. People will be like, oh my God. Hey, Sky, it actually didn't say X69. It actually said X96. So you have to make sure. See, this is why people shouldn't listen to Sky. Like, he doesn't know what he's talking about. I mean, he's not an insider. He doesn't have inside information, even though it seems like he just predicts everything years before the shit happens, right? With impeccable track record. Right. Kind of seems like he was right about everything. He said the Lexus of the world, right? He said it's reality denial at its finest. They got to make sense of it so their world doesn't crumble. They can't admit to the below mediocre attempt at making a Superman movie laced with all sorts of BS. Thank you, right? He said, do you bleed? Hell yeah, bro. He's bleeding at the beginning of the movie, bro. He said David Corns would get a 1980s after school special speech at the end. Oh my God. He said, you're a monster, Zod. And I'm going to stop you. It's better than you hurt my feelings. Right? Oh my God. He said, not like saying Paramount is the betting favorite when an actual very large betting platform came out days before and saying Netflix is the clear favorite. He said, Sky, it was 2X. Okay, there we go. It was, bro, I told you it was something X, yo. I was like, what? And then I was like, are you serious? Like, what are we watching, bro? Feora in the comics was literally she was hardcore. I bet. Feelings. There's nothing more than feelings. Look, I just wanted to come out here and clown this movie, man. This shit flopped. Homie's on his way out. And they keep trying to make it seem like his job is gonna fucking survive. It's not. Do you guys think anybody, because they over there trying to paint this narrative? Look, they just lying to y'all on all fronts. You know, at this point, if somebody, look, whatever these people are like saying, I would just believe the opposite. Right? Hey, 70% saying throw it in tonight. Hey, I'm gonna let it go for a little bit longer. $5B. See, he was crying to Lois. He was crying about hashtags. You know what? Let me elaborate on that too, because I never really was able to do that. But you know, watching this movie was very, very it was strange for me, y'all. I'm not gonna lie, because not only is it like a terrible movie, right? And I was like, and I put this on everything because I already know how people were gonna react to whatever that I was gonna try to say. So I really did like make sure that I went into this thing with the best of intentions, and I tried to watch that movie. So for anybody that doesn't believe that, I don't care, honestly. But I really did. I gave it a good, honest college try. I was like, I'm gonna get in the best mood possible. I'm gonna watch this movie, and we're gonna see what's up. And I told y'all it started off with 666. Right after that, I was it was over here, you know. It started off with 666. Right after that, I saw the Superman robots running around with all the little half capes, and I was done. I was like, oh my God, right? Like literally. But I honestly tried. But one of the reasons why it was so strange watching this movie is because he said, I don't want to watch it again, but I'm curious if that was a 666. Yes, bro. Yes. If you add them all up, it was 666. It was like 333333. Like I literally watched it do that. I was like, wow. But whatever. Right? So the reason why this movie was so strange for me to watch is because I was actually surprised, guys. I was genuinely surprised, but it wasn't for what you guys thought it was. I was surprised because it really dawned on me that he had the Snyder fandom on his mind his entire time making this movie. And to me, that shit was strange. That was one of the strangest things out of all. It was like, yo, you have this guy who's a millionaire, quote unquote, star director, who's out here living the life, directing his wife in all these movies. You're getting your wife in all these projects, working with John Cena, doing all this stuff. And you're making your Superman movie, and you cannot help but take all of these fucking shots at the Zack Snyder fan base on some if you know, you know type shit. It's just strange. That was one of the strangest parts of watching that entire movie. Is I'm just like, wow, he really couldn't do it. Like he really couldn't just go make his movie. Right? It wasn't even just the monkeys, though, Dave. It wasn't even just the monkeys. See, if it was just the monkeys, I don't think I would have reacted like that. Right? If it would have been just the monkeys. Right? Yeah. Right? Yeah. If it would have been just the monkeys, then that would have been one thing. But it's the entire plot of the movie. Right? Think about this. The plot of James Gunn's Superman of 2025 revolves around how having a pocket universe is a problem. Like, if you boil that movie down for what it is at its core, the problem with that movie is that there's a pocket universe. And then if you think I'm bullshitting, Mr. Terrific literally says it. He goes, that's why you don't build a pocket universe. So we got pocket universes, we got monkeys, We got hashtags. We got Superman talking about his feelings is hurt. Right? Because people are hating on him. He's talking to Lex Luthor, demanding an apology. Right? Like, yo, it's all types of shit in this movie where it's like, this is just a fucking letter to the Snyder fandom. It's like, what are we doing? You can't just go make your movie? And they wonder why this shit failed. And you wonder why now people that are involved with DC on a very, very close basis is coming out cooking y'all asses that's trying to compare that man to Superman. Comparing that man to Superman. He ain't Superman, dog. He ain't. Yeah. Listen, I forget this movie even exists. I didn't. You want to know why? Because this movie, hey, the instrument of our damnation. Became our salvation. Right? Oh my gosh, bro. The movies cook. There's always a quote. There's always a quote, bro. There's always a quote. The squirrel shit, that was a shot at Henry Cavill Superman. 100%. These are all shots. It's like, what are we doing? You can't just go make your fucking movie? Bro, you think Zack Snyder would be making the sequels to the Snyder Cut and thinking about the James Gunn fans, the Peacemaker fans?
Can't watch a movie without thinking about me. He's like, I don't even know who he is. Like, as far as I'm concerned, I literally never read anything he wrote. I don't know who he is. He's nobody to me. But to him, I'm somebody very important, in his life. That not only is he mad at my movies, he's mad at other people's movies that remind him of my movies. That's an incredibly powerful, emotional place to live in. I'm sorry. I feel bad about it, but it's like in the sense that I don't want to take up that much space in anybody's life. Like, that guy take up way too much space, and also a negative. Like, I take up this space in his life that's negative, that's really upsetting. He's like really mad at me for some reason.
Oh my God, bro. He said we got the use of super breath to escape a black hole and unaliving the villain with citywide demolition. But man, bro, he literally used super breath to get out of a black hole, dog. He said, bro, he was trying to fly out. He was trying to fly out. Hey, I think that was supposed to mirror Remembering Man of Steel. One of the best parts in the whole movie, man, when and he's just fighting the world engine and he gotta, right? It was supposed to mimic that. So he's getting sucked in by this black hole. Pause. You know what I'm saying? And he's just fighting and fighting and fighting. And he just goes... Hey, think about this, right? His super breath was so powerful that it was able to propel him out of a black hole, but it wasn't strong enough to get the nanobites, the nanites out of his chest. You know what I'm saying? That was too much, right? Like, the shit that was crawling down his throat, that was too much. But it was so powerful that it could get him out of a black hole. You know what I'm saying? This is shit that we're no light can escape. Oh my God, bro. Yo, this movie was so dumb, bro. Okay. Enough of this. Let me start getting into what I'm going to get into, because I think this poll is pretty much over. Yep, it was 70-30. Right? Or 67-33. Wait, shall I let it go a little bit longer? Is this thing gonna even out? Because I'll throw some of this stuff in here tonight. Right? Shit, he should have just had him fart out the black hole. Crazy. What's going on, Paolo? He said 41-minute meltdowns. He said they got so cheap on the budget that they used the same hair that they used the hair systems on the dad and didn't even de-age him. Yo, look, this movie has too much going on. It was just too much. It was too much. But look, that's about all I want to do, man. Because shout out to Jay Oliva, man. That man cooked. Oops. Okay, let me go ahead and cover. You know what? I'm gonna just talk about this part. You dig? Wait, and I think I already added the other ones. Okay. Oh, hold on. You know what? Let me do that now. Right. Let me do that now. Okay. Oops. Let me get these in order. Okay. I think I'm good. Okay. So let's get to this business talk, man, because people tripping, yo. They tripping. So this is a Super Friends movie. Restore the James Gunn cut, bro. Y'all are killing me, bro. Restore it. So look, it's been a lot of talk out there. Hold up. First, let me do this. It's a lot of talk about what Paramount Skydance is going to do and talking about who the betting favorites and all this other just ridiculousness, utter ridiculousness. And people about to look so bad. They're going to look so bad. Look, first of all, before I get to that, please, y'all, like anybody that was saying that this Netflix shit couldn't happen at any point, I don't want to hear about these people anymore. I don't want to hear about their opinions. I don't know, because like, how do y'all let them get away with this? Right? How they gonna get away with this? How are they gonna get away with like trying to switch up after all this time, flip-flopping, telling y'all that this shit couldn't happen, and then it happens, and then what? Like, it's insane. But anyway, right? Hold up. Matter of fact, let me just do this like this. We just gonna do this. All right. We just gonna do this. Hold up. Yeah, we just gonna do this. Hey, Austin, we can just add this to the thumbnail. Right? Yeah. We just gonna do it like that. Right? We just gonna do it like that. And change the name of the stream. Y'all hit the like button. Right? So yeah. So it's been all this talk about like, Paramount gonna get the DOJ. Is they gonna run and tell Trump gonna come, and right? And we've been saying like, yo, I don't. First of all, even if they do, I'm gonna say what I said. The same thing happened with Microsoft when they were buying Activision, and the FTC tried. They huffed and they puffed, and they tried to blow the house down, and it didn't work. Right? If they keep acting like, but this is, who knows? No, like they're gonna be able to run an antitrust for years and years and years, and it's not. I'm like, all right, but so Charles Gasparino, who we've been covering, came out and was like, yo, the Paramount Skydance has a plan B if Netflix wins. Pretty much saying like his plan B, just for those of y'all that's watching along. All right. Because I even brought this tweet up. Pretty much saying, hey, because he was, like, if Netflix win the bidding battle to control HBO Max and the Warner Bros. Studio, Trump's DOJ antitrust, right? All this. And you got people talking about, the roadblocks and for Netflix is unrealistic, right? Going off some old information. But let's get to it, right? Let's get to it. Right? That's what Charles Gasparino is talking about. That's the plan B. They're going to not only go this DOJ route, but also they're going to try to go to the board. They're going to try to circumvent the bidding process and try to go directly to the board. Now, B. Diggs right here is about to explain exactly why this don't make no sense whatsoever. This is not me. This is not Sky doing this. Right? He says, let's discuss this Pulitzer-worthy piece on WBD by Charles Gasparino. Right? I can already feel the snark. He says, Charlie keeps pushing the idea that Paramount Skydance has deal certainty and Netflix is a regulatory long shot. But that's backwards. Netflix is bidding only for studios and streaming, which is a vertical acquisition, while Paramount Skydance wants the entire company, including CNN, TNT, and the news/sports cable overlap. DOJ has already lost this exact fight with AT&T and Time Warner. Netflix's posture is cleaner, not worse. And this hostile bid fantasy is pure spin. So I'm not saying that it's pure spin. B. Diggs is saying it's pure spin. The hostile bid thing, that homie right here was just trying to parrot. Right? See, these are the facts that we be bringing over here. Right? And this hostile bid Fantasy is pure spin. WBD is a Delaware Revlon process with binding bids from 3 qualified buyers. The board can't take $25 when every fairness model clusters around 29 to 31. Charlie keeps parroting Paramount Skydance talking points, but the real story is simple. This is a price shootout, and Netflix is very much alive, and no one is walking away with WBD on the cheap with saying, what's your pockets looking like, homie? Thank you. Homie sitting here trying to say, hey, we know that they just bid on this thing, but we're going to go around them and go straight to the board and try to do a deal directly with the board because we got the DOJ. Shut up. Who is giving y'all this information?
Who told you that? Who gave you that piece of information?
So we didn't learn. We didn't learn from last time. We didn't. So we didn't learn. Comprehension. We didn't learn.
Bruh, this is wild. He said, this is your people's champion, bro. This is wild. He said, in an auction, the highest bidder wins. No, not according to them. They saying, yo, we know that Netflix going to outbid us, and they probably going to win this auction. But, hey, if that don't happen, we going to go around them, and we going to go straight to the board themselves. And maybe they gonna take this $25. He said Netflix coming with that, bro. They coming with the Scrooge McDuck bags, bro. They swimming in this. Shing. You know, they just dive in and like, shing. Right? He said more like the corporate champ. Yo. Hey, that get a gold star, bro. The corporate champ for sure, bro. Yo, he said the corporate champ. He said, oh my God. Oh. Oh my God, bro. I can't believe we used to ride with some of these people, bro. This shit is crazy. It's crazy, bro. He said he's the corporate champ, bro. Netflix is the only bidder that's offering to pay WBD's debt. Not only that, bro, they over here talking about, oh, but Paramount, you know, they trying to up the whatever the fee if it can't go through. They said they'll pay the $5 billion fee. Man, Netflix said we're gonna pay off your debt. Fuck that $5 billion. What you talking about? That's why he's the corporate champion, bro. The nation that was dominated, bro. The corporate ministries change. You remember the corporate ministry? Oh my God, bro. They work for Vince, dog. That's crazy, bro. This shit felt like when Stone Cold started working for Vince, bro. Y'all remember that? That was a wild time, right? That was a wild time. It was like, what? Steve Austin? He worked for Vince? He worked with his car. Oh my God, bro. I hope y'all don't listen. I hope y'all understand something. If this Netflix shit go through, we got a slew of I'm planning like a slew of streams. Right? I'm thinking I might even I ain't even gonna tell y'all what my idea is. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even gonna tell y'all what my idea is. But that's just funny. Crazy. But let me tell y'all about this Plan B shit. Right? Netflix turns right. We got to go back to this. Netflix turns up heat, and Warner Brothers Discovery bid as Paramount and Comcast compete. Right? Despite Paramount Skydance being a front runner for months, Netflix is now taking the lead in the race to acquire WBD, ramping up a full-scale lobbying push that is rattling rival bidders and U.S. regulators. The streamer's CEO, Ted Sarandos, has spent recent weeks working to calm antitrust concerns inside the Trump administration and on WBD's board, positioning Netflix as a serious contender despite historically avoiding major takeovers. All right. The move has narrowed the gap with current front runner Paramount Skydance, which has bid roughly US 60 billion. Right. This was a while back. Right. Netflix's pitch centers on a legal argument dubbed category ambiguity, claiming streaming does not fit traditional antitrust frameworks due to competition from platforms like YouTube and social media. Sources say the theory is gaining traction with WBD directors and even staff inside the US DOJ. So just like they be out there trying to talk like, but David Ellison know people, David Ellison got them connections, right? David Ellison got them connections. Crazy. It's a vertical acquisition. They're like, I keep telling you guys, there is no creating a monopoly. Okay? The only way that you would be creating a monopoly is if the shit goes to Paramount. Like, why is this so hard for people to understand? No, I think they do understand. Like, look, there are 4 major studios right now. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. WBD, Paramount, Universal, Disney. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay? 1, 2, 3, 4. If Paramount buys WBD, there's now 3 major studios. 1, 2, 3. So you would have less competition. Okay, everybody following me? Let's put our thinking caps on, right? If Paramount Skydance buys them, it's 1 less studio. If Netflix buys them, it's still 4 studios. You guys understand that? It's still 4 studios. So the only way that you wouldn't be creating a monopoly is if Netflix were to buy them. Does this, what are we talking about, bro? What are we talking about, bro? What are we talking about? This is so crazy. I mean, we can't count now. We can't count to 4. What? He said even after. No, bro. MGM don't count, bro. They're not one of the major studios. The four major ones are Universal, Paramount, WBD, and Disney. Right? Like it's four. You know what? Hey, for shits and giggles, let's even throw in MGM. Fine, it's 5. Then it goes down to 4. It's the same fucking thing, bro. It does not matter. It's the same thing. It's the same thing, man. It still goes down a studio. Fine, let's throw in MGM. I don't care. Let's throw in Apple. Fine. Apple, who makes fucking how many movies per year, comparatively speaking. Right? Fine. However many studios you want to throw in there. You can throw in Monkey Paw. You can throw in the Stone Quarry. You can throw in however many studios you want to. It's going to be one less. He said MGM is now under Amazon. Thank you. It's now going to be under one less. He said, I think people don't understand there's a studio and a major studio. Thank you. Right. Netflix already has the buyers for the other parts for Discovery Global. Yeah, man. Look, it's a wrap. It don't make no sense. I don't understand this, man. They could throw in Monkey Paw, bro. The hell? And tagged in Facebook stuff, yo. Crazy. He said, "Guns, chicken is cooked." Yep, about done. Right? Why do we gotta have? Look, why do we gotta be the ones that bring these type of conversations to you guys, yo? He said, but Amazon Prime / MGM already a streaming service that owns a movie studio. So wait, Shills, are we missing here if Netflix? All right, what are we missing here? Please talk sense to me. Let them know, bro. It's crazy, bro. Amazon Prime, dog, bought MGM. Y'all understand that? Did I even do the opening rigmarole of this stream? Did I? I don't know. For some reason, I feel like I didn't. I probably did. Anyway. Let them know, Josh. This is crazy, though. He said, the syndicate table brings the truth that shields and twerkers can't handle. I know, right? Crazy. He said, no, you didn't. Yeah, I don't think I did either. He said, I remember when Amazon bought MGM. No complaints. That how they're releasing Project Hail Mary. Yeah, that actually looks good, man. I saw that at the Comic-Con. They had a panel there. That looks super dope, by the way. That looks super dope, by the way. And it seems like they have a lot of confidence in it too. He says, Sky, notice all of these other scoopers are pointing the other way. I wonder why. Loss of money and access in the industry. I know, right? Right. It's about to be a rude awakening all around. All around, bro. It's about to be a rude awakening. These people have been sitting here and have been capping. Right, let me change this real quick because I added it on there, but I'm gonna add it over here. Yeah, they just capping, man, and just ain't even being ashamed about it either. They just capping. He said, "There's a reckoning on the horizon." I know. He said, "If Matthew Baloney from Puck News can learn, you can too." Right? He said, "All these influencers just scared their ecosystem is getting turned upside, and it is. That's what you get for shilling." Yeah, I know. Like, y'all didn't think. Look, did you never think that this day was gonna come? Y'all never thought that this day was gonna come? Y'all just been lying and lying and lying and lying for all this time, and you just never thought it was gonna come back? Like, yo, really? And then, especially with this, because they came, yo, not only had we been here, and they could have just let us rock out, but they made themselves obstacles willfully in front of everybody. They showed y'all who they were. We didn't even have to say anything. Everybody that tried to act like this shit wasn't about to happen, they all showed who they were. These things happened. I didn't make y'all do that. Y'all remember how many times have I said that, yo, at the end of this, everybody gonna have to look themselves in the mirror and have that conversation with themselves about what they did and how they behaved. And I always say, yo, I'm gonna be cool. I'm gonna be cool. I'm chilling. You know what I mean? I don't have to have that one-on-one with the man in the mirror. Oh, he said a lot of people be packing up and changing to go. Hey, crazy. He said, so they want the water to stay in the same cracked, dirty pool while Netflix is building a new clean pool. Now, what madness is this? All right. Yeah, he said, I told you guys that a lot of people are going to be very upset, especially come April spring, right? Sky is cooking. He said, what these people be saying when movies went from subtitles to sound, you know, like, heresy. They bet on the wrong horse. Right? He said, it's very simple to figure this out. Thank you, Frank C. ZSSM took the engagement away from WBD, and that's what these compromised individuals can't stand. The same is no longer happening with this pending deal. Crazy. 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 Right? And that's the thing, too. If you look at like how Netflix operates, they don't even really need, because look, none of these influencers really be covering their stuff like that. So it's really about to be a changing of the guard. It has to be. Because they've tried to shit on this company for too long, and it's about to be impossible to. It's about to be impossible to do it for long enough, right? And I'm telling you, man, like, yo, I'm going to be quite honest with you guys. Watching that Microsoft Activision thing play out has already shown me what's going to happen, right? It's already shown me what's going to happen. A little bit afterwards, they're going to still be around trying to hang on, trying to cause confusion, you know, fear, uncertainty, and doubt, trying to shit on whatever is that they're going to do. But then their numbers are going to continue to dwindle and dwindle and dwindle. And after a while, they'll either start trying to twerk for the other side, or they'll just, you know, go make another platform and talk about something else. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what a lot of people be, you know, kind of doing, right? I've seen it happen over and over and over again. And I'm pretty sure it's going to be the same thing here. There seems to be an order of operations when it comes to this stuff. All right. Oh my God. He said they bet on a dying horse. He said, I feel like we reside. Oh no, like they reside in Man of Steel, and they were hoping to build their world on the bones of the Snyderverse, but you can't bury it alive, right? ZSJL clearly showed them that. Facts. He said, Scott, quick question. Is Toby Emmerich still affiliated with WBD in any way at all? I think he got his production company. Who knows through his production company what the hell he been doing, right? Yeah. See, look at that. Beat you to it. Right. Yeah. He said people should have been paying attention when David Zaslav was. Hey, not only that, bro, they just said that they made another bid, bro. They still trying to call and bid, bro. They not picking up the phone. He said, Sky, cute and saw in the music. That Elon coordinated boycott makes a lot of sense now. He tried to wreck Netflix for Larry. Absolutely. All right. But yeah, y'all put y'all last questions and comments down at the bottom. I'm about to close out in 1 second. So, yup. He said they already lost this exact fight. He said, bro, this shit is over with. He said they already lost the exact fight they're about to try to bring. He said, so before you even get started, just know you already lost. It's just like, hey, just know. All right, you already lost. Hey, but shout out to the corporate champ, though. You know what I mean? For sure. The biggest. All right. We get into it, man. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to the Syndicate Network. Shout out to all of our colleagues. You did. We appreciate y'all keeping this thing going. Telling you, I'm getting all these stream titles ready for if this shit go through. It's gonna be a wrecking, and we're gonna have a lot of conversations. It's like we're gonna parse through this shit from so many different angles, bro. Cause wait till the restore conversation come up, bro. Oh my God, bro. He said the minute you publicize your plan B, it's over. He said, yo, when you over here talking about a plan B, he said, yo, and they ain't talking about the $50 one, TJ. They, you know what I'm saying? They ain't talking about the. He said, the minute you start talking about the plan B, he said, look, man, I know we keep trying to drive up the price. Everybody keep, they keep saying that, hey, we're bidding on this. We're offering that, 4 or 5 offers. He said plan B is begging. Oh my God. He said that's plan B is begging. He said, yo, it's a wrap. Bro, and that's why this shit is so dumb, right? They be like, yo, the Saudis went and he said plan B is your fuck. Everybody keep talking about, hey man, they went and got the Saudis to help them. I'm like, bro, the Saudis already work with Netflix anyway, bro. Who y'all think put on the Canelo and Crawford shit? Turkey Island Sheikh was sitting ringside. Matter of fact, wasn't Ted Saranda? Look, I'm gonna catch y'all next time. You know what I'm saying? Hey man, I can't keep having these conversations, bro. I'm gonna catch y'all next time. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Peace.